That's domestic as
So how's it going, guys? On this video, we're going to go out to Dragweek. Then we're going to go get the Mach 1, get a battery done for that, and take that to a car show, show you some footage from the car show. And then we got some work to do here on the Mustang. A prime example of why to not go to a dealership. I'll get into a little bit of that later, but hope you guys enjoy the content and enjoy the video. What's up, guys? We're out here at Atlanta Dragway. As you can see, we're out here for the Hotrod magazine Dragweek. Today's the first day. They had test and tune yesterday. There's a lot of cars here. I wasn't expecting this many cars. And it's a little foggy, but they're gonna go ahead and get started, I believe. Look at that. So, should be fun. These guys, if you don't know what Dragweek is, they go from this track, 3 other tracks, then they're actually coming back here Friday. They take your average ET across all the tracks, and they basically take that ET, and that's your time for the week. You have to drive the car. There's no support vehicles. You have to drive it between each track. It's a pretty fun deal. Eventually, I'll have a car for this, but they're running pretty fast out here. So let's go down to the pits, and let's get some good footage of some runs. App on your phone, or you can see it on Hotrod.com. It's also on the Motor Trend channel of YouTube. Andrew's going in with a lot of work. That's it, guys, from Dragweek. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Probably some car work. I need to get some cars put together. We're going to try to go to a track day in November. and I'm gonna take the Scarface race car out there. This weekend we got a lot going on, so I'll go over the list of what we're doing. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content, but we got a lot going on here. We're gonna start the SS. As you may have noticed, I installed the springs, drove it to LS Fest, raced the car, drove it back. Didn't get an alignment on it, so probably got some negative camber, maybe a little bit of weird caster and toe maybe. We're gonna go take it to the alignment shop and get an alignment done on it. We'll see how far it is out of whack. Then what we're gonna do, we have the Scarface car. I am going to get under that car. I noticed a little thing weird with the rear end. One of the springs is upside down. That's right, it was installed 5 years ago upside down. And the bump stops are completely gone, so we're going to install bump stops and flip that spring around. So if you want to know how to do a rear spring on an 05 Mustang, then we're going to go ahead and do that. Then the Mach 1 battery's dead. New battery, easy. You've already seen me do that actually. The battery they said was good is actually not good. It's charge cycled a couple times and it just won't hold a charge anymore. It's about 3 or 4 years old, so it's about time anyway. Then that's all today. Tomorrow we're gonna go to a car show in the morning, a little local car show for the United Way. I'll get some footage of that, so hopefully there's a fair amount of content here and hopefully you guys enjoy. So stick with me and enjoy the rest of this video. So there we have it. We got the SS back. Just took it over to the shop to get an alignment done. Man, it looks good with the lowering springs on it. Much better stance to it. Much better performance too, as you guys saw in the LS Fest video. So the toe was off. The caster and camber were fine. What was weird was the right rear toe was off, but the left rear was not. But both front toes were off. I'll flash the picture up of the specs of with no alignment after the drop. And basically what you'll notice is the only thing that was off was the toe, and it wasn't even off by that much considering. So we got it aligned and now we can go drive the car. So next up, let's go grab a battery for the Mach 1 and get that thing fired off. So we got the Mach 1 out. Now we're gonna give it a bath before the car show tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get to this Scarface car and get up under it tonight, but hopefully we get this thing washed and then we'll go to the car show tomorrow. We're gonna continue through. Should be a fun day. Man, this looks pretty. All right, so we got the Mach 1 pulled out. We're going to give it a little bath before the car show, clean it up a little bit so it's presentable and looks nice. Haven't driven it in about a month and a half since the battery died at Caffeine and Octane. But maybe we'll get under the red car tonight, maybe tomorrow. But we're going to go to the car show in the morning and hopefully get some good footage there. So enjoy. So, good morning, guys. Here we are once again. It's 6:43. Time to wake up the neighborhood. It's car show time. prime example of how to not trust really anybody. If you know a mechanic, you got to trust a mechanic. But if you don't know a mechanic, find one that knows what they're talking about. Try to find a reputable shop. Sometimes even a dealership's not a reputable shop. I won't name the dealership that put these springs in a long time ago. That's how the left side was installed. That's how the right side was installed. Now, everywhere on any iBox spring that I've ever installed says logo facing up. First of all, okay, I get it. You might have missed that. Second of all, well, why would you put them in different ways? The right side was right side up, the left side was upside down. So you have an 05 Mustang, you clicked on this video because you want to know how to take the rear springs out. Easy enough. 2 bolts for the sway bar, and those are at the bottom here. You take those 2 bolts off, take the little U-bracket off, do it on both sides. You can swing the bar out of the way. Secondly, what do? Well, there's the shock here. 1 bolt, it's 15 millimeter, everything's 15 millimeter. You take the bolt free, you spin it out of the way, put a jack under the axle before you take the second bolt out, and then you slowly lower the axle. After you get the axle low enough, be careful with your brake lines. Make sure you have enough clearance, but this car is fully drooped and brake lines seem all right. Might pinch it there, but there you go. You pull the springs right out. They come right out. Just pull. So I just pulled the passenger side bump stop off, and I already knew this from looking at it. I think I showed you a minute ago, but now that they're out of the car, I'll just show you. That's the new Ford Racing replacement bump stop. This is the factory bump stop that's been in there. The car's got 150,000 miles on it now. It's driven really lightly, so I don't know why that would happen. But anyway, if your car's going kerplunk every time you dump the clutch, or every time you launch, or every time you get on it, it's likely metal on metal action of the bump stop hitting the rear end body. So we're going to swap over this bump stop, and hopefully that noise goes away, and hopefully it squats a little better now. So that's it, guys, from Drag Week. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. You guys for watching. Subscribe below.